Sori.
I'm Sori.
That's Booby.
And Culpy. Oh, that's it. Culpy's done now.
Culpy's KIA.
Okay, and well, we have Ghosty still. And still have Jim Root.
Jim Root. Shout out to the big homie.
Yes.
What's good? Jim Root.
Yes.
Also, shout out to the little homie Cameron. I'm gonna be
Yes.
shouting Cam out like probably indefinitely. It's my little guy.
Yep.
My little
Shout out to
my
him.
little metal adoption baby.
Shout out to Doug.
Oh, only OG Fireside Villagers
We'll know that reference.
will know. We used to do firesides twice a week. I miss the firesides.
I know, because they all became just like the political things. It was before that, before the political ones was.
No, I mean if you look at the old ones,
It always went political.
it was always the same format. Somebody would bring up some political thing.
Oh, I always thought it was Bible stuff. People would ask Bible questions.
Well, it would be a mixture. People would ask Bible.
Yeah, but it's not
yes,
anymore. Now it's basically.
Well, that's not true. The last fireside we did was pretty much all Bible.
Well, that's not true.
That is true.
No.
Have you looked at the last
I'm
fireside?
just kidding. I didn't even look. I just wanted to
You
disagree
don't know
with
what
you.
you're talking about.
Okay, so as many of you know, the last song that we did, Nirvana. Which Nirvana song was it?
You know you're right.
You know you're right. How could I forget? You know you're right. If you look in the beginning of that, we did a rock, paper, scissors, and the jury.
You're still talking about this?
Oh, I'm absolutely going to
She
talk
hasn't
about
gotten
this.
over her loss.
No.
She's a sore loser.
If you read the comments, if you watch it yourself, you'll see that Vin cheats at the beginning.
If
He's
I read
still
the comments,
to this moment
if I read the comments,
saying that he wasn't cheating.
the majority of our constituency are males, so they've got a vested interest.
That
in
has nothing
agreeing
to
with
do with it. And Leah,
has everything
matter of fact,
to do with it.
Leah messaged me and said you cheated.
Leah's always on your side. She's completely not
You
objective.
see how there's always something? Okay. So anyway,
Just finish the story. for
so
the people,
Victor, he got a kick out of your cheating. Actually, he didn't actually say that you cheated, but everybody else did. So anyway, he
Also,
was
shout
like,
out to the big homie Russell Lustig who kept me company at the pizza joint.
Yes,
after
well, I
the,
sat by myself.
The review is coming
Yes.
soon, so
A Slipknot review, so you should be. It will be interesting. Anyway, so we're gonna do Pearl Jam, "Love Reign Over Me."
and this is a live performance, right?
Yeah.
Was it Saturday Night Live or something like that?
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
All right, let's
Not
do it.
familiar.
Pearl Jam, "Love Reign Over Me." Let's go.
And go.
Why did you hit the record button?
I don't know why the record button was on there. That was a weird.
Yeah, that's gonna screw us up.
Go.
Sure. I guess that's my fault too.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Ready?
You know when you do that, it hurts my ears.
Go.
Yeah. Gotta turn this up. Turn this
Wait,
up.
this way.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Lyrics.
Lyrics right there, Ben. it's so funny because it's, you know, love reign over me and
it's pouring outside.
Pouring outside, and no, that's not a set.
It's not a tin roof either.
It's not.
It's the water hitting our AC unit.
Oh yeah, somebody said that. I hear the water on your tin roof. Really, really good song. Man, this guy's voice live, I'll tell you. I was trying to get you to capture that moment with Gojira, because there was a couple moments in the Gojira set where the vocalist is just that, like, that scream / singing, stringing, I guess it is. That stringing stuff is ridiculous. Like, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, like the miserable kind of, like, you know, like stereotypically, sorry here if this is ageist, but older generation always says, oh, that's just noise.
Oh yeah.
And like, I completely understand why a person would say it's just noise, but at the same time, in order to pull off that stringing, like, that takes a lot of talent.
Yeah.
And it's communicating something that is, you know, you got to kind of go outside of the chords and the notes and the proper scales and the proper key and things like that. Although he was still in key, but it's just metal and rock and roll kind of adds a human dimension is what I'm looking for. It adds a human dimension to the techniques that you're supposed to use as a singer.
That's true.
And I think that is mega important. Obviously, when you go to like death metal stuff like that, like obviously it's like taken to the extreme. But I like when a person can actually sing and then has that kind of, again, the stringing stuff. Like I love that. I love that vocal style, and a lot of times it gets lost because, you know, like I said, if you listen to death metal, it's just on that all the time. And like, it's like, you know, depending on how you feel in the day, like you need some of that. But at the same time, it's like, I like singers that can go like a broad range of, like they can go, you know, he can do this obviously, but then he can also do
his other stuff.
Black and hit do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yes.
He's that era, you know, when we did, I'll tell you what, Grunge Week was probably one of my favorite weeks.
I have something to say. Because my opinion is completely opposite of yours.
Oh.
I did not like this song, like, basically at all.
Well, there you are, dear listener. Now, who won the scissors paper rock thing?
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
Yeah, now that we go back and rewind,
Victor, is the guy's name Victor?
Yeah.
Hey, Vic, how you feeling now, Vic? She's completely crapping on your song, sir.
Sorry, I just didn't like it. Maybe if we would have done the original Nirvana song he asked for, I would have liked it. This one, I was not a fan of. Yeah.
Well, this is apparently a cover of The Who. This is a cover because I'm looking in Genius right now for the lyrics because my computer finally came up, and it looks like The Who actually originally wrote the song, and then Pearl Jam covered it, which is probably going to be one of those situations where I can almost guarantee that the Pearl Jam version is probably better than the original version. But go ahead.
Maybe when we go into the lyrics, there's something that I'm missing. The lyrics just didn't seem very...
Are you kidding me?
What?
You didn't like the lyrics?
No, everything was just... Let's go into it. Maybe I missed something.
When a band covers something, please don't send us a cover song, because we've got a themed week coming up called Covers Week, where we do the original versus the cover. And so... that's coming up. So I would have loved to have done The Who and then this one.
Yes.
And then, you know, compare the two.
Yeah.
But what are you're saying that you don't like, what did you not like about this song?
Vocally, I wasn't like, the song didn't take me anywhere. I just sat right here.
Maybe something happened. I'm not, like... Did something happen to you at the Slipknot concert? Because we were like up close and we didn't use any, you know.
What do you mean? I mean, my ears still feel a little bit weird from the concert.
I don't understand how you could say that this song didn't do anything for you.
It didn't.
And then lyrically, like, are you ready? Okay.
Well, let's go
let's
over
just
the lyrics.
look at the lyrics.
Because as I said, I didn't catch a lot of the lyrics because I was watching a lot of the live video. So
So
Maybe I'll like the lyrics after.
It's talking about rain. Okay, first it's using a double.
I got that.
Well, first it's using a double entendre because it's rain, R-E-I-G-N.
Oh, yep.
As in rule. But then throughout the song, it's used as rain, R-A-I-N. And then at the end, it's used as R-E-I-G-N. So it's talking about what the effect of love is.
Okay.
So only love can make it rain. So whatever the rain is in the metaphor, it's what is produced by love. So then it says the way that the beach is kissed by the sea. Right? So like he's making a metaphor between that and love and saying that's the product of love. Same thing. Only love can make it rain, like the sweat of lovers lying in the fields. So it's talking about the product of love and using these very poetic metaphors to describe what love does. And what he's saying is he wants love to do that. Like he wants to be controlled by love, and he wants to feel the effects of love in his life. And you're saying that those are not significant lyrics?
Okay, babe, you know me, I'm like, you're like, well, this might be corny, and I'm like, I love corny, but this to me was just
what?
it was corny, and I didn't like it.
Okay.
You're surprised, aren't you?
Yeah. I am, because you're kind of different now, so I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I'm very surprised, but either way, I don't think this was corny. I thought this was brilliant writing. It's a brilliant use
All right, well, keep explaining it
It's
to
a
me.
brilliant use of metaphor and double entendre and all that, right? No, I'm not going to explain it to you.
Why?
Well, what is there to explain? It seems pretty self-explanatory
Well, no,
to
I
me.
didn't get on the dry and dusty road the nights we spend apart alone. I need to get back home to cool, cool rain. Okay. I can't sleep and I lay and I think the night is hot and black as ink.
Right, so woo God, I need a drink of cool, cool rain. Like he's separated from a person, so the effect of love, he can't feel that because he's separated from this person. So the rain is not love. The rain is the feeling that you get when love is happening is how I'm looking at it.
Okay.
So he wants that feeling again, but he's separated from his person that he loves, so he's not able to have that feeling. And so now the road is dry and dusty. You see that? So the metaphor of rain, because that's absent, now life is just dry and dusty and trash. But it's okay. You don't have to like a song. It's an opinion. I mean, you have a bad opinion.
Why would you tell me I don't have to like a song? Obviously, I know I don't have to like a song.
Well, I'm saying it more for the audience than for you, because usually I'm the one with the jerky opinion. But you absolutely win the edgelord opinion of the night, for sure.
Yeah, you know what I kept thinking of? Was when I reviewed Peace Sells and how I didn't like that one either. And people
Well, I understood why you didn't like.
crucified.
Well, I understood why you didn't like Peace Sells, because it was spoken word over guitars, and you're used to a certain thing. So I understood why you didn't like that, because it was too outside of the box for you, and you weren't. We hadn't been exposed to a lot of avant-garde music.
I'm gonna give it another try, honestly.
So I understand why you didn't like Peace Sells, but your reaction here is very strange. But it makes me say, okay, well, definitely not writing her any.
No, that's
poetry.
different, babe.
I'm not writing this girl any poetry.
No, don't say that.
No, ma'am.
Stop
Did they
that.
do? Please unhand me.
No.
Unhand me.
No.
Did they do 99 Problems?
I don't know.
Pearl Jam? Pearl Jam did 99 Problems with Jay-Z. That is crazy. That is crazy. I got 99.
Plus, you did a
me.
rap for me, and it was friggin' unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, if I'd have heard this review, I'd have kept the whole song to myself. I'd have never told you.
Say wallahi.
Wallahi, I would.
Are you serious, babe?
Kept it to myself.
Don't do that.
Well, I mean, it's fine. You like that song. That's the last one you're getting from me. Huh?
Oh my gosh.
For sure. All right.
I guess we should have never done this
Let's
song.
put Eddie Vedder out of his misery. I'm giving this song a 9.5 because I think it's just brilliant wordplay. I can't give it a 10 because they didn't write the song. So that kind of heard it a little bit. However, with the symphony, with the guitars, with the singing, I love seeing people who've played together for, I don't know when this particular video was cut, but I mean, they had to at least been playing with each other for 25, maybe 30 years. The guy's still jumping around. Like, I love stuff like that. I love people like musicians still excited for their music. So I love that. Anytime there's a symphony orchestra thing, I love that too.
Mm-hmm.
So 9.5, really, really good song. I appreciate it.
Okay, so I'm gonna give this one a 4, but I'll bump it to a 5 because they didn't write the lyrics.
Unbelievable. This is probably the worst review I've ever seen you do. Like,
because I don't like it?
You literally couldn't be more wrong on everything. Like, you are so wrong on this.
No.
Completely wrong.
No.
But you know what's funny? There's gonna be a couple. I can hear the hooves galloping right now. The white knights on their steeds, running to rescue you. Probably Stephen Nealis is probably typing up something right now. Right now to rescue you. Why, woman in distress? What a terrible rating
maybe
for one of the best songs we've heard in quite some time.
This one has been requested that maybe we should do this.
Be My Druidess? Yeah, you'll probably like that because it's all raunchy and whatever. But actual, please unhand me. But actual love and things like that don't include some sort of innuendo, it gets a 4. Stuck for a while. I apologize, everybody that actually loves love and things of that nature and doesn't have to devolve into stuff. This is the song for you. Everybody else, listen to Typo Negative.
Oh my gosh!
Exude your animal instincts. This song, though, is very, very, very good. 9.5. Matter of fact, I'll give it a 10 to offset her.
Matter of fact, I'll give it a 2 to offset his.
Ridiculous. I'm gonna get out of here before we trudge any more on this amazing song.
Unsubscribe. Sorry out.
Gone.